Oh my God. Oh my God. It's over. It's over. And that is wonderful. The Jets season is over. They lose their 10th straight to the New England Patriots. So even when New England has a quarterback with no arm, the Jets make him look, again, like Tom Brady. So the season was horrible, obviously. But does it feel like it was worth it? To get Adam Gase out, that's nice. You know, it would have been nice if it came with a side of Trevor Lawrence. But having seen, Justin Fields and his performance in the college football playoff, you feel like the Jets pick has a lot more value now. It feels like the Jets actually have some power. I won't say sway, some power at the second overall pick. And I still wish we had beaten New England. Obviously, we were locked into that second pick. Everybody, for the first time all year, was on the same page probably and just probably rooting for a win. Maybe there's a few people that just wanted Gase to go out with another loss, but it's not worth it to lose this many games to New England, even when they're not good. I think people probably thought, Jet fans probably thought, that it was the end of an era for New England. And they were correct about it being, the end of New England's dominance. But in general, but it's still dominance over us. And that's all that should matter to us. We want to beat them. They are a rival. They're probably our biggest rival of the last 10 to 15 years, and it's a one-sided rivalry. I think they showed the Jets are like 8-32. On CBS, they showed that in our rivalry with the Patriots over the last, that's 40 games, 20 years? Ugh. God. Anyway, just happy it's over. Sam Darnold, I'm out. I'm sorry. Obviously, it's fair to say Adam Gase was not the right coach to get Darnold any progress in his career. But Sam Darnold, as to his credit, he's said a few times in post-game interviews, he's got to take responsibility for the throws because Sam is making the decision on the field. You can talk about bad play calling because that exists for sure. But Sam Darnold is the quarterback on the field making the throws. You can audible out of plays. It's part of your job. I think earlier in the year, Sam said something to the effect of, I just run the plays, like I don't call him. I know he's a young quarterback, so it's not like he's Peyton Manning. He's not going to be, calling the plays by himself. But, it'd be nice to see him for some growth over the last few years. Maybe get out of some of the bad play, if there's a play call he disagrees with, because from what I've seen, Sam is actually at his best when he's improving, which, again, damning for Adam Gase. It shows that our play calling, outside of like the first drives, which Adam Gase schemes all right with, the play calling never adjusts. And you can see the second half of games, the Jets are significantly worse than the first half. Even in the wins we had like a 20-3 lead, I think, in both of those games. And guess what? Both of those games had to be sweated out. And the result was not favorable for most Jet fans. Those times with us winning. Anyway, I really, really, really grew to hate myself for being like, I should do Jet recap videos this year. Because it wasn't fun. And the good thing is, I do think it can kind of only go up from here. I know they could have gone 0-16. They also could have gone 5-11 if they win the Raider game, which they should have won. If they win the first Patriot game, which they should have won. And maybe 4-12. But that's kind of bonkers that this team could have made it to 4-12 with how bad they were. And for draft stock, it's a good thing they didn't. So for once, I'm happy that, a team that was probably, oh God, I'm going to get crucified for saying this, but maybe this Jet team was better than their record. Tomatoes hit me in the face because it looks like they could have won 4 games. I guess the 40-3 loss woke them up a little bit, but maybe it's good in that maybe it shows that there's talent there and Gase just couldn't harness any of it. And if you're a Sam Darnold guy, that's something you can cling to. I am kind of gone from Sam. I don't think that drafting Penei Sewell is going to make Sam make better decisions. I guess you could say, again, devil's advocate, you could say, well, he'll create more time. Him and Becton will create more time for Sam to throw. But from what I've seen, that doesn't really help. Like I said, I think Sam's best plays are the plays where he's run around in a circle 5 times and somehow hit a guy. That's what it seems like. Obviously, you'd prefer protection, but I just don't think Sam is going to make the most of it anyway. And I think fresh start is the best scenario for both Sam and the Jets. So, and the Jets have options at 2. Zach Wilson is a possibility. Fields made a big statement. If Fields sucks in the college football final, maybe, you go back to Wilson. I know I've seen a lot of people on Wilson. But if Justin Fields plays amazing and wins the final over Alabama, I think he's solidified the 2nd overall pick. Again, we'll see. It also depends on the Jets scouts, which is a terrifying sentence. But that's it for the season. I might do a season wrap-up, but I also kind of just want to get away from it and get back to hockey as that is starting back up. And for obvious reasons, I don't want to discuss the Jets. I'm wearing a Geno Smith jersey. I don't know what to... that didn't even really fully connect. It's just how I feel about the Jets. All right. Well, keep an eye out for hockey videos galore coming in my predictions. As you can see, it's already prepared. Just got to write the names on the board. All right. We'll see you next time. I'm leaving forever.